Recently, I felt super convicted about how much I'm practicing during the week. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Ryan, and today I wanted to talk to you about how to practice during the week whenever you're preparing for a Sunday service. For those of you that don't know, I have been playing drums for over 25 years. I'm now 31 recording this video today, so I have a lot of years of experience in the area of playing drums in church. And the older I get, the more I realize I don't have as much time to practice as I did when I was my teenage years, 15, 16, and 18. I would practice, 3 to 4 times a week, at least 2 to 3 hours per each session, right? I had unlimited time, no responsibilities, no bills to pay, no mortgages to do either. So I had way more time. Now I work a full-time job. Yes, I work a full-time job. I don't just play drums all the time. And what I'm working on right now is how do I schedule my days and my weeknights to where I can actually practice effectively. The whole purpose of this video is that you can feel equipped to practice every single time you have a set, whether you're playing a gig or you're playing in church. The very first step that I would recommend that you do is come up with a plan. Come up with a plan as far as how you're going to practice and how you want to approach that practice session. If you don't have a plan, chances are you'll find yourself just what I call noodling around the kit or on your instrument, to where you're not really having anywhere or shape or form to how to necessarily track your progress, right? You need to be able to track your progress. So that's step 1, have a plan. Step 2, let's execute that plan by actually physically getting on our instrument. Now, if you don't have a drum set or an instrument at home, this might be a little bit more of a challenge for you, but I also want you to get on your instrument still, even if you don't have one. And how do you do that? Use a pillow, use a drum pad, use something to where you can actually go in and practice each and every time that you're trying to prepare for a Sunday set list. Step 3, I would say it's good for you to recap everything that you've gone through on each section of the song right before you play it, maybe a day or 2 before. So if you're learning a new song, I would encourage you to recap everything that you've done throughout the week and really see how much more you know the song than you did prior to the start of the week, right? So with that being said, how do you actually put all this into practice? How do you form a plan? How do you execute it? How do you recap it? I want to suggest this idea to you that a good friend of mine taught me recently, and he said, it's not about the quantity of time that you're practicing, Ryan. It's about the quality of the time that you're practicing. What does that mean for you? It means if you work a full-time job, you're married, you have kids, or let's say you have no job, you have no responsibilities, I think this still applies, because what I'm after right now in this season is managing my time and being a good steward of that time. So instead of trying to practice all the songs in 1 hour session, what I would try to recommend that you do is practice 1 song per each session. And that session for you can look like 12 minutes, it could look like 30 minutes, or even an hour. Within that scope of time, don't focus on the quantity, focus on the quality. And then as well, while you're focusing on the quality, put a timer on your phone. Get practical with it. Don't spend the whole time trying to set up your drums, trying to set up your kit. Don't allocate that time for your practice time. Your kit should be set up, or your pillow or your drum pad, whatever you're using to practice, make sure that you're ready to go whenever that schedule and that time is allotted. If you have a struggle with planning things out, I would encourage you, whether you're using an Android or an iPhone, put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar to practice the songs that you've been working on or that you need to learn before you play. Once you do that, that will really set you up for success to really perform well. And more importantly, when you're playing on a Sunday, you don't have to worry about the parts. All you're focusing on is worshiping and enjoying the moment and enjoying who you're playing with, which that's my biggest goal. Whenever I'm playing live, I don't want to be focusing on the parts. I don't want to have to focus on just having to play the parts perfectly, because that's not what we're after here. I think when you prepare in advance, that really opens up the door for awesome things to happen when you're playing on a weekend. So the point of this video is that you feel empowered, that you can actually go in, practice accordingly during the week, and then when you come to play on a Sunday, you're ready to go and you feel like, man, I've done something during the week to where I feel prepared and I'm not just listening to the songs, but I'm actually getting on my instrument and practicing them. Let's say if you're really advanced in your instrument and you've been playing for a while, I would suggest this bonus tip to you. Instead of just listening to the song in your car, which I know I've been guilty of doing, sometimes we get the set list maybe a day or two before and we don't really have time to get on our instrument. But let's say you have plenty of time in advance, but yet you're still finding yourself consistently listening to the song in the car on the way to practice or on the way to the Sunday morning set. Try to get on your instrument. I know if you've been playing a while, it's easy to kind of hide. And when I'm saying easy to hide, it's easy for you to still play the songs good, but you could take it one more level higher in becoming great at that song or great on your instrument. I just want to challenge you in this season, wherever you're at with your level of skill of musicianship, really hone in on your craft. I think this year is a great opportunity for you to grow on your instrument and to really come in the best prepared you can be, so that way you can elevate those that are around you. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, please let me know if you want more videos like this. I know this is different. I'm not on my instrument. I'm more just talking to you in the camera. But anyways, hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.